What's that?
I stopped at Guido's. Thought I'd fix us a genuine Italian dinner. Mozzarella cheese. And a lot of spaghetti and clam sauce and a huge dish of lasagna. That sound good?
It won't work. Acting like nothing happened won't make it go away.
Well, I just thought we could have some time with about what happened. Well, Stephen Cord was questioning Mother.
Yeah, lots of people are going to be asking lots of questions.
Yeah, well, he said something about a subpoena for me and Mom.
Oh. There you go again, worrying about yourself.
That's not fair. It's also not true.
Well, then what is?
Mom's been talking about leaving.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe closing the bar and just going away for a month or so.
How do you feel about it?
I don't know.
I think your mom's just afraid to take the stand. I don't think it's such a bad idea. It's good for business, good publicity.
Don't. That's not why. She's scared. For me. Norm, I have this sickening feeling in my stomach that everything's gonna go wrong.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For having such a short memory. All I can think about is Rod's in trouble, and I'm the reason why. Then I start putting you down. Where would I be if it weren't for you?
Oh, you probably would have graduated without me.
I don't think so.
Me? What would I be without you?
If they put it to you on the stand, what's it gonna do to you? Everybody's staring at you, and everybody thinking wrong things.
Yeah, and if I leave, it hurts Rod.
Heads we lose, tails we lose. Either way, you and I are gonna lose.
Please don't say that.
I think your mom's right. She can see the picture very clear. I think you better go.
Now?
Now? Today? Tomorrow? You better get out of town.
Is that what you want?
No. But it's your only chance. Rita, otherwise they're gonna drag you down and you'll never be able to see daylight again. How are you, Judy?
Hello, Les.
You're looking very well.
Thank you. Can I mix your drink?
No. Well, at this moment, I find it very hard to believe that yesterday at this time I was still in Europe.
Did you enjoy your trip?
After a fashion.
Why did you come here, Leslie?
I wanted some information. And obviously, I wanted to see you.
You're back now, Leslie, and as you say, you want something from me. But when you left, you didn't even bother to say goodbye.
Julie, I sat in the governor's office the night before I left, and with my own words, made a complete wreckage of everything I'd ever worked for. I knew what I'd have to face when that story became public knowledge. I didn't need that. If they wanted to gossip and gloat, at least I didn't have to stay here and listen to it.
And did you think I'd act like that? Did you think I'd gossip and gloat?
Your pity would have been even worse.
I don't know if I felt pity for you, Leslie. I never was sure what I felt for you.
Was it your idea or David Schuster's that you go back to work at the mill?
It was Mr. Schuster's. As a matter of fact, I gave Mr. Schuster's office quite a bit of thought. But I didn't feel there was any disloyalty.
To me? You didn't have to make that a consideration.
But I did. Would you, Les?
I have my loyalties, Julie, but I'm not in the habit of wearing them on my sleeve.
Maybe if you had, things would have turned out a lot differently. I was thinking of your sons.
I urged them to go to Europe with me, and they refused. Well, the question isn't what they or I could have done. It's what I can do now.
Rodney has lawyers. Frankly, Les, you may do more harm than good by interfering right now. You're not exactly... Well, you're not well liked.
That's what I want to know. What are people saying? Julie, I'm sure there's been talk among the mill hands. I'm sure it reaches your ear.
Les, a lot of people don't believe you. They think that you are responsible for Elizabeth Carson's death.
Blamed it on my own wife.
Catherine's dead. She couldn't deny the story if she wanted to. That's their logic. Those that do believe you think you did a terrible injustice to Elliot Carson, letting him stay almost 20 years in jail for something you knew he was innocent of.
So either way, I'm the villain.
The talk started all over again after Joe's death.
I was afraid of that.
Gus Chernick was at the mill today. Oh, he blames you for everything. And I'm quite sure he's going to blame you all over town.
And my son has to stand trial in this town. Why, he hasn't got any more chance of a fair trial.
They'll do everything they can to pick an impartial jury.
Why will they find one?
Don't underestimate your son, Les. I like Rodney. I've grown to really respect him. There may be others who share my opinion.
I can't count on that, Julie. But thanks anyway. Thanks for having me over. I hope I didn't interfere with your evening.
Oh, no, I had no plans.
Is there a chance that you might join me for dinner?
No, Les.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, we shouldn't be seen in public together, and...
You may be right.
And for another, I'm afraid to go to dinner with you. I don't know what I feel for you.
Good night, Julie.
Good night.
Don't forget to make a record of that decrease in dosage.
Michael, where do you get all your energy from this late in the day?
Suppose it's 80 cups of coffee and a stale donut.
I don't agree with that diagnosis, Doctor. It's youth, and I wish it were contagious. Have you started groundwork for your new project yet?
Yes, I have a list of supplies I'm going to submit to the board tomorrow, and I've also selected an assistant.
Oh?
Yeah, I think I need someone to help me with the paperwork. Someone that has a working knowledge of the terminology.
Well, whom did you hire?
Stella Chernick.
Chernak Boy's sister?
Yes.
How did you arrive at her?
Actually, I was lucky to get her. She's trained biochemist, you know.
I would think she's under a great deal of pressure, losing her brother, facing the prospect of a murder trial. That must be quite an ordeal.
She's a tough girl. She'll bounce back. Maybe this job will help her.
I've worked in hospitals nearly all my life, and I'll never get used to that sound.
I know what you mean.
Well, Michael, it's your show. If you think this Stella Chernak can do the job, that's fine.
I think so. Do you have any objection to Miss Chernick?
Well, I don't know her. It's just that you'll be watched pretty closely at the beginning. A careless mistake by someone too involved in personal matters might be costly to you.
I don't think there'll be any risk. Thank you.
Is Dr. Rossi on call?
Yes.
Hit and run. And she's just a kid, too. Doesn't look good.
Allison. Allison.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Nothing's over and done with Mr. Harrington. You ought to know that.
Betty, you haven't changed as much as I thought.
Neither have you, Mr. Harrington.
We're going away until this mess with Rodney and the trial is over. Tomorrow morning, we pack. Well, you go if you want. I'm staying.
What are her chances? Too early to tell.
Mary, see her.
She won't see you or hear you. She won't even know you're there.